Welcome back, everybody, to SL Moonshine Channel. I'm your homeboy, the Hebrew Homebrewer, and I'm back making another part of this video for the wine that I'm making called Wet Cherry. And this particular batch I'm making here has been doing this. It hasn't been going on for nearly 25. Excuse me, my allergies are going a little wild this afternoon. But just wanted to show you, as you can see here, this is the temperature. This is the thermometer here. This is a good scale for making red wine. Mine is on the high end of that scale. That is 82 degrees, which is pretty freaking good. Let's see if I can block out some of that. No, I can't do it. It won't happen like that. And, oh, wait a minute. Nah, not even worth trying, so I'll let that go. Okay, 82 degrees is really vigorously boiling. It had bubbled up, boiled over the top, as you can see fruits up in there, and got into the airlock 3 times today. I've been spending the whole day tapping it or doing a little shake. As you can see, it'll drop down. As you can see, it had actually dropped some. Let's see, yeah, it had did it. It's dropping, releasing the air, and doing what it do. And the reason why it's doing that, because if you look at an earlier video, you can see that I had, when I first made it, I stopped the water level here. It was a smart move. I stopped the water level there so that when I add sugar into the batch, it would actually bring it up to about here, and leaving me ample room for swelling and all that without going up into the neck and no overflows. But I've decided to add all the little all the juice that I had in this container back into here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drain it again. I'm going to drain off the alcohol, and I'm going to put it back into other containers that I have. I have a couple of juicy juice bottles that I have still. I have 2 of them. And this is not one of them. This is just my usual bottle. But I'm going to put it back into these bottles, which will give me an opportunity to do something I told you about earlier, that how I heated a couple of these caps and pushed the airlock through them and locked them into place, and then they fit airtight, and allow me to put some of the juice in these juicy juice bottles, seal it from this batch, and then sit it on the shelf and allow it to ferment and allow it to do its thing separate from this batch, but still do the same fluid, same sugar reading, warm, off sitting somewhere else. And then when I after a month, when I squeeze all the juices out of this and get rid of all the cherries and raisins that's in here, I can add it back into this and let it sit and do its thing. I'll probably put it in the buckets then. But after a month of chilling and sitting there, I'm going to give it an extra month of just sitting and letting the tannins, put tannins in it, and let all the leaf that's from the fruits in there, clearing it out, bringing good clarity to it, and then I'll figure out what I'm gonna do with bottles. I already have ideas where I'm gonna get the bottles from, but I want what kind of designs I want on these bottles. How do I want them to look as I give the Wet Cherry out as presents to people in the family, people who have no idea how good I am at this, but have heard of me doing it. My mother used to love when I make her wine. Any kind of wine I make, she just wanted me to bring it over and say, hey, let's drink it. So I'm going to be, making this, sharing it with sisters, cousins, and, my brothers who might like it, and friends. No need to be drinking on film. But I'm going to go over and get the rest of this equipment, show you what I'm doing. Why not pause you out, and I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. Now, here's the bottles I referred to. Here, just how, as you can see, how they go together. What it was, took a cigarette lighter with a blowtorch fuse that comes out like a little torch, and I heated the center of this up. And as it got hot, I pushed one of these airlocks straight through it. And by being plastic, it shaped itself around each one of my airlocks. But it doesn't fit this style. It actually fits this style airlock. And when they lock, and I push them up so far, they get a airtight lock into them. This lock actually here fits this one perfectly. And that's where it locks into play. And this one here, I'm break anything. I push through this one, and it locks into place there. So it gets airtight locks. And it's really individualized. It's like it has a seal that fits perfectly on these things, but perfectly with the one that I actually push through with it. So I don't have to force through. I just take this one and continue that one on this. I'll sit it here. It'll be here. It'll continue doing its air locking on this as this furnace. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to drain some of this off. I was tempted to put the cherries with it also, but I'm not. I'm going to leave the cherries in the big batch. I'm just going to put the fluid, the juices in here, and let it continue here. I know you can add yeast to it because it's yeast all throughout this. Shake it up a little bit. The yeast that's in there and everything will really get this thing going. And I'll put it inside these containers, and I'll let those do its thing outside of this big batch. This big batch will do its thing. They're all ferment together, and then when it's all done, I'll add it back to this. But I need to clean this out again because this is boiling so hard, it overflowed 3 times today, and I have been keeping an eye on it, shaking it, bringing it down, make sure it doesn't do too much. Overflowing, don't want it to overflow into my rug or into my clothing because I keep it in the closet. Like Michael Jackson, keep it in the closet. Okay, let's begin this process. Here we go. Got my little silk strainer here. What was all the weights for? Weightlifting for if that's gonna happen. Let's see. Here we go. And here we go. And let's see. And now just twist it up. See. That's good enough. Is it up out of there? Really good smell. Let's see. This into this container. Do a lot of spilling. Oh, beautiful now. Each time now. And so like that. This good grip. Right-handed, so should have been like this. Allow me better control what I'm doing. Might not need to do 2 bottles. One may be just perfect enough. Okay, and I have this little method of, matter of fact, I'm gonna take some of these cherries, drop it in there also. Not a lot, but just enough so I have this own little cherry flavor working off of it in there. Plus, Might be good for the yeast to have some actual cherry fibers to feed off of, and you know, to rebuild cell walls and things such as that. The decaying cherry is good for the plant, as you know, as the plant itself decays, giving off some of its nutrition to the yeast that's in there, and helping the yeast do its thing. Okay, I had to rinse off my container. Wanted to get the cherries out of there. And let's see. Put that out. Let's do this one more time. With that half gallon, this half gallon I'll be knocking down will be just perfect. As you can see, it's down at a good level and allow it to swell some. And maybe you shouldn't have to do any more than that. What the heck? Not as much, but I'll do some more, just for the heck of that bottle. There, about right there. Let's see, show you this. See that? It's closer to this edge here. It allows it to fill up space for the gas, and let it do its thing. It can swell as much as it wants to now, it'll never make it to the airlock. So I'm in good standing right there, good play. Well, since didn't need to put this in here a second time, should just get rid of that. Nope. Keep this, cemetery's fizzle. Here we go. Alright, there. And there. How far do I want this to go? It's good enough. Don't want that to be nowhere near the top. Put this back in here. Let's see if I've done this right. And I did not. Let's see. Good enough to go in there, let's see. Good enough to fit in there. Push it down some. Maybe. Flip that over. Let's see. And if you saw me make this, I have it taped. There we go. Let's see if that'll work. It just needs to hold it basically steady and closed. That's good enough right there. Allows me to do just this. Let's see. Hey, simple. Home brewing on a budget. A lot of improvised equipment I got here. If I can ever get this going off the ground, I'll buy the heavy equipment and show you how to do it there. Rent some space out, and then do my home brewing from there. Let's see. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's get this in here. Seal it. Give it a shake and see what happens. There's no gases in there. Well, I just poured, so it really wouldn't be any gas trap. Rinse off the bottle. Give this bottle a good rinse because this stuff is super sweet. Wouldn't want to attract any nets or anything such as that into the apartment, chasing down this sweetness of this cherry wine. Okay. Little cherry bits that spilled all over the place. Let's see. Won't need the second bottle. That'll be just perfect enough. All right. These over here. Get these out of the way. Let's get the original batch up here. Okay, let me see. Save cap. Allow it to get down there tight. Give myself a good shaking. All the sugars dissolve at the bottom. Good shake, and I can feel the pressure in it. Okay. I feel a lot of things, but really wasn't pressure, huh? All right. Let's get this on there. As you can see, I have totally ruined the bottom of that because I was cutting this before I got this container to fit these bottles, and it made a good airtight lock onto these containers. And I'm gonna have to buy another one of these in a day or so, but yeah, probably gonna pick up one later today. But it still works. As long as I press it down good enough, forcing it onto there really good, and there it is. Oh yeah, there's nothing getting out of there. All right, back again, and have that fill up. See if we can get that on there. There's a line here that says max. You can barely see it, but it is there. See the little lines, the two little lines, but the water's right there at that level. Now, get this airlock on here. Nice and tight. And as you can see, once I get the airlock on there, it's already pressure and gas is being released because it's pushing air through it already. Let's get you closer. As you can see, there we go. See, it's already doing it. Just put that on there. It's still releasing its gas at a good rate. Really good rate. Every light, let's count them. First bubble. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, one more time. Hit it with a bubble. 1, 2, 3, 4. So every 4 seconds. Every 4 seconds, I get a bubble. That's a pretty good bet. It's really a good amount of space in here between this line here and here. So I'm good. It's never gonna make it up there again. And this is how it should have been the first time. But greed made me add more than necessary on the fluid level. Because let's get honest, I like red wine. Yeah, I said I was gonna do something with this one. So, let's see. Got an idea. Set this to the side. And you got me here. And I'll simply pour a little of this juices in here, fill it up some, and then see if you can just roll into the next one. I'll pour it back in here. Level it out. Matter of fact, let's give this a good shake. Separate some of the cherries around. Go back into there. And now do the shaking. And I know you're wondering, why am I doing this? I'm shaking it up to get the yeast around in this bottle really good. Then I'm gonna add something in here, and I'll put an airlock on this one also. Then I'll have 2 batches, just enough yeast in here to get this one going good again. So no need for me to add any more yeast to it. I'll just share the yeast. And that'll be good enough. And airlock this one. And, love that flicker. And airlock this one. Okay, now, all 3 are doing their thing. I'll bring these back out later in the day. It should be rolling about an hour, 3 hours from now. These will be doing their thing. But I'll put this on a video tomorrow because I'm actually gonna go to the library and download all this stuff. But, as you can see, airlock is doing its thing, okay? So, check out my videos. Don't forget to check out my later videos I'll be posting. Give this video a like. And, you know, if you can, subscribe to my channel, if you don't mind, I would like that. And share with your friends, you know. Let me build up a little fan club, and maybe, you know, we can talk with each other, give each other ideas. I'll try some of your recipes to you guys that really have good recipes. I have a honey lemon tea wine off the chain. I love that one. So, as this one goes by, when I'm done with this batch here, I'll make the next one honey lemon tea. So that'll be in October when I make that one. I'll put this into a bucket or whatever I do with it. Put it into a bucket and let it sit for a month once it's all straight down. I'll get another batch and I'll start doing my honey lemon tea. That'll be the next thing that I'll do. Maybe one day I can send some to the people out there and let you guys taste it and see how you like it. Let's see something. Nope, no gassing going on yet. I know this one's gonna take a while. I may just open up another pack of yeast and pour a little yeast into this one and that one. What the heck? I mean, what can it hurt? And the yeast is so cheap. It's like we got them down here for like 99 cents a pack for making 5-gallon batches. For let me show you. Show you the name of this. Twin City Home Brewing. These guys are good. Twin City Home Brewing here in Bloomington. There's their number. I'm pretty sure you can get it. What is that? Let me take a look at that. I'm a blind man. Yes, there we go. That's Twin City Home Brewing. The number is 309 area code 862-0700. There's some online information. My eyes are really bad, so hey, sorry I had to stop that and see what's up with it. I need to get a better camera, but this is the onboard camera for my Microsoft Windows 10 computer. Oh, okay. That's really my bad. I need to learn how to do this the right way. It ain't the computer, it's me that needs to be trained on how to do this stuff. There's the address. You can pause that and take a good look at that here in Bloomington, Illinois. Twin City Home Brewing. Here's the hours. The room on the back of the car for me. Help the man out. Oh, there we go. And there's 2 hours. Pretty good. And look, hey, again, don't forget to like this video and also subscribe to my channel and share these videos out. Maybe I can get this off the ground and I'll do this on a bi-weekly basis when it comes to wine. Or I have 2 or 3 batches going on at a time so I can do it on a weekly basis. Because this will be done like mostly on a weekly, maybe or bi-weekly basis. If not, I also want to be making videos, like I said, shining, not just about making moonshine as the play on the SL Moon Shine channel. It's also about me doing weight training, age of 47, getting old, but I'm starting to work these guns out. Oh, look at that muscle. Oh, look at that muscle. Go up the gun show. Go up to the gun show. Check me out later. Ethiopian skinny ass. But check out my channel. Don't forget to give it a like. 2 pics, baby. 2.